What is up, my friends? You are very welcome along to Sunday night's late night news roundup here on Anfield Agenda, where we've just seen the Reds win back-to-back games against Athletic Club Bilbao, but I want to keep you guys up to date with where we are with the Alexander ISAK situation, the Benjamin Cesco deal, and lots more. So over the next few minutes, I'm going to go through it from start to finish as the day progressed. Do let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Drop a like on the video if you enjoy, and don't forget to subscribe, and also join the Anfield Agenda WhatsApp community, where as well as getting the very latest news up to date straight to your phone, you'll also be able to join the Anfield Agenda FPL if that is something that interests you. Just scan the QR code there on the screen and it'll bring you right in. Right, let's get going. Loads to get through. And we're going to start off with this morning, where Alexander ISAK did report to Newcastle's training ground for, well, a bit of a catch-up, a bit of an injury assessment, and I'm sure some negotiations as well. The Newcastle players weren't there. They only got back from Korea at about 9 or 8:40 or 9 o'clock this morning, so they had the day off. Lots of reports suggested, though, ISAK was there for about 3 hours before he departed. Video Connor of Sky Sports has said AC Milan have made an initial approach to Liverpool for Darwin Núñez. Milan are trying to sign him and contact has now been made between the clubs. The Serie A side are yet to make an offer and are aware of the interest from Al Hilal, who will be making an offer soon. So with the confirmation of Chelsea signing Jorel Haddo, well, Liverpool's thoughts, of course, move towards the centre-back as well. There is no denying we need to bring a centre-back in. We'll talk a little bit more about that in a moment, but that Jorel Haddo signing becomes Chelsea's 49th, yes, you heard me right, 49th signing in the last 4 years. Right, David Ornstein, speaking on BBC 5 Live, said Newcastle understand that a deal might have to be done for ISAK. For all parties, a solution must be found because the current situation cannot continue. Well, we believe that will be resolved by him joining Liverpool. His agent was at Anfield tonight, as reported. Give credit where it's due to Rob Gutman of the Anfield Wrap. With an Anfield Wrap exclusive, he said ISAK's agent was at Anfield today. So that is a major development. Let's talk about Transfer News Live, saying Manchester United are yet to submit an official bid for Benjamin Cesco. They've only verbally expressed their willingness to make a bid. Newcastle 75 plus 5 million offer won't be accepted, but all parties are waiting to see Cesco's decision. More on that in a moment. This piece here said Newcastle United are set to revive their interest in Crystal Palace defender Mark Gay as they look to turn around what has been a disastrous transfer window so far, writes Matt Hardy Sport. But, like Liverpool, neither side want to pay the £50 million that Crystal Palace are quoting for Mark Gay, and I do think that that price is going to have to come down. Newcastle want an answer from Benjamin Cesco within 48 hours, said Ben Jacobs. Newcastle are confident they can reach an agreement with Leipzig, but have no plans to allow the saga to drag on into the latter part of this window. Manchester United still in the race, Leipzig awaiting a formal offer. As of Monday morning, only club-to-club talks. Right, exclusive, said Give Me Sport. They say that Liverpool hold an interest in Brentford centre-back Nathan Collins. I don't see how this is an exclusive when somebody else spoke about this and we reported it, I don't know, a month ago, and it certainly wasn't our story. But either way, the interest is there. He has just been named Brentford captain. I think it would take an awful lot to get him out of Brentford, who certainly are in trouble in this window. So I don't see this one as happening, but they are right in that Liverpool do have an interest in him. Craig Hope tonight came with an exclusive, which is definitely the biggest story of the day. Newcastle are tonight pushing hard to agree a deal with Leipzig for Benjamin Cesco after encouragement that the player wants to join. It is not known what his camp have communicated to Manchester United, and all outcomes are possible, but he does say Newcastle moving quickly. On top of that, then, we mentioned again Rob Gutman of the Anfield Wrap confirming that ISAK's agent is at Anfield tonight, which is huge news. Then we had Jan Fjortoft say, can confirm Craig Hope's post that Newcastle are pushing hard now, being told that Leipzig expect United to do something promptly. He said, as I wrote yesterday, his first choice would be Manchester United. However, he needs to be convinced that the club can actually get a deal done. And that is an important one, because United telling him they want him is great, but can they really put that money on the table right now? Well, lots of people seem to have doubts about that. Now, David Ornstein has just come in with an exclusive to say Newcastle United make an improved bid to RB Leipzig for Benjamin Cesco. New offer worth at least €80 million. Positive talks between the clubs and the 22-year-old striker. Nothing agreed, but Leipzig currently favour Newcastle. No Manchester United proposal just yet. So look, this could come down to how quickly Newcastle can move this all along. It will benefit us, obviously, greatly if Newcastle bring in Cesco, because that would then free them up to move on. The likes of, well, ISAK to us, clearly. ISAK's agent being at Anfield is obviously another major development. So, like I've said all week, I can't see anything other than Alexander Isak ending up a Liverpool player, maybe even as soon as this week. You know, it's not in anybody's interest to drag this along. Newcastle will want to bring the money in because, as we mentioned earlier on in this video, they've had a pretty disastrous window. They've lost target after target in attack. They lost out on James Trafford as well, who rejoined Manchester City, and they ended up bringing in Aaron Ramsdale on loan. So their fans are going to want to see Newcastle move. If Cesco comes in, that will be a big weight off their mind. Of course, then they'll look to the likes of Johan Wissa, who's another player they're interested in. The centre-back race is going to start as well. As we reported earlier on, Newcastle have a long-held interest in Mark Gay. Quite what is stopping Liverpool from making a real play here? I don't know. Will it be Newcastle kickstarting Liverpool's interest again if they go for Mark Gay? Not sure. But either way, I can't see anybody paying the £50 million that Crystal Palace are apparently still asking for a player whose, well, let's be honest, value was going down as each week goes by because the transfer window slamming shut means he's inside his final year. And again, that's not a situation Palace want to be in. We obviously take on Crystal Palace next weekend in the Community Shield, so all eyes will be on that one. For what it's worth, I understand everybody's frustration around the lack of a centre-back signing. It's more than fair. I don't know what's caused Liverpool to delay this so much. We sold Kwanzaa early in the window, and everybody knew then we needed a replacement. Maybe they're waiting to see what Canade wants to do, and hopefully Canade wants to stay. There's been some positive talk about that over the past week, but we cannot go into this season with Virgil van Dijk, Canade, an injury-prone Joe Gomez, and then make weights as the other centre-backs, the likes of Endo, Nallo. We need more composure, we need more experience, and we need more bodies, quite frankly, there. So let's wait and see what happens. Charlie Cresswell an option, Leone an option. Obviously, the centre-backs we've spoken about as well, Mark Gay, Nathan Collins. There's no shortage of centre-backs that could be possible, but why we haven't seen Liverpool move just yet, I don't know, but we need to get it done. So that is pretty much it from me for now. Do keep an eye on this Cesco situation, though, because as that develops, it looks good for Liverpool with Isak. So as Liverpool fans, we should absolutely be wanting Newcastle to get Cesco. Let's wait and see how it pans out. And I will be back tomorrow. Same time, same place. Thank you so much to everyone that joined me today. We streamed live for over 6 hours and it was a pleasure being with you all. Now, though, I'm going to head off for the evening and rest the voice up a little bit and treat myself to a toilet break, which somehow I didn't manage to do in 6 hours. Thank you guys so much. We'll talk soon. Much love. Bye-bye.